Hey, this is Matt Wall, location and site selection advisor with Sterling Properties Group based in Charlotte. Thanks for coming back for another video in the series Site Selection A to Z. We're getting close to the fourth quarter in the series and are on to the letter Q. And this week I want to talk to you about the word qualified. So this concept probably applies less when you're working with a national credit tenant, but it's more important when you're working with a franchisee or local type client. It's my opinion that as a broker who hopes to maintain credibility in the marketplace, you should not be slinging offers on properties without a pretty good idea that your buyer client has the financial wherewithal to close on the property. Now, early in my real estate career, I might have been reluctant to ask the tough questions of a potential client, like, where's the capital coming from to fund this project? But the former banker in me has reared up inside me, and I firmly believe now that it's a part of my job to vet my clients financially. And I do that for two reasons. One is personal and one is out of the goodness of my heart. The first one, I shouldn't be wasting my limited time and special talents on clients that don't have capital or have access to capital. And second, I shouldn't be wasting the time and talents of other listing brokers with my buyers that don't have capital or access to capital. So I get calls and referrals all the time, and it's part of the job to qualify potential clients. And some just have no idea what it takes financially to enter the commercial real estate arena. It's completely fair to ask what type of liquid net worth a potential client has. It's also completely fair to ask them to be prepared to share proof of their financial qualification to a potential seller. When I list properties, part of that role is to vet prospective buyers. So I'm only preparing them for the questions likely to come when we actually make offers on the properties that my clients want to buy. And I'm more than happy to help qualified prospects get in contact with the potential partners, lenders, and other financial resources. But if a potential client shows any reluctance to shoot straight with me on financial matters, I'm typically going to choose to pass on working with them. So here's my pro tip. I like to keep a PDF copy of a simple personal financial statement that I can share with my potential clients. Along with a basic business plan, I like them to fill this out and just to get them prepared for dealing with sellers. I also like to review a couple of real simple rules of thumb with them as well. And these are really broad, but help introduce some basic capital concepts early on in the process with a new client. So a typical equity requirement on a new project with the lease in hand might be a minimum 20% of the project costs for a well-qualified borrower with a solid business plan. And commercial banks are not thrilled about doing land loans without a full construction loan being in place. So a borrower without at least 50% of the land acquisition price on hand is likely going to find it tough to pull off a deal. There are alternatives to bank financing, and I've negotiated seller financing on some deals that had been on the market for a really long time. But in a lot of the really brisk markets where I'm working, you'll likely find you'll be competing for sites with better capitalized buyers. So get your client's financial qualification story together for everyone's sake before you start dialogue with sellers. So that's my site selection A to Z for Q, the word qualified. I hope you enjoyed it and found it helpful. Please comment below and share your thoughts, and reach out if I can ever help you or someone you know with the next location or site selection opportunity. This is Matt Wall with Sterling Properties Group signing off. Thanks again for watching.